A worst case scenario is unfolding for Jamaica as a result of future Hurricane Melissa, as Melissa has slowed to a near stall this morning with 45-mile-per-hour winds, 50-mile-per-hour gusts, east-southeasterly movement now at 1 mile per hour, and a minimum central pressure of 1,001 millibars. And looking at our latest cone, as we go into 1 a.m. Sunday morning, Hurricane Melissa is expected to begin to rapidly intensify, first to a 100-mile-per-hour Category 2 hurricane with 120-mile-per-hour gusts, then to a Category 3 as we go into 1 p.m. Sunday afternoon with 115-mile-per-hour winds and 140-mile-per-hour gusts. As we go into 1 a.m. Monday morning, 130-mile-per-hour winds, 160-mile-per-hour gusts into a Category 4, going into a 145-mile-per-hour Category 4 with 175-mile-per-hour gusts as we go into 1 a.m. Tuesday morning. And then as we go into a 1 a.m. Wednesday morning, a 140-mile-per-hour Cat 4 hurricane with 165-mile-per-hour gusts, eventually turning to the northeast and impacting areas of Cuba. Melissa is going to curve around Jamaica in a semicircle for a 3-day period, bringing nonstop extreme heavy rainfall to the island. And unfortunately, Melissa is going to be close enough to bring very strong winds as well. So we're going to be seeing a combination of extreme rainfall and winds on the island of Jamaica for a 3-day period. If you haven't done so already, make sure you're making your last-minute preparations. If possible, evacuate the island entirely for Hurricane Melissa, as this is going to unfortunately be a worst-case scenario for my friends across the island of Jamaica. If you live in southeastern Cuba, make sure you're also evacuating as well if possible, as a Category 4 major hurricane is going to impact southeastern Cuba as well. Taking a look at our latest watches and warnings, tropical storm warnings continue for Jamaica, southwestern Haiti, as well as hurricane watches. Taking a look at our latest tracks, we're now seeing a model consensus on that worst case scenario for Jamaica, with the track going just south of Jamaica, then curving just west, with some of the models, actually a portion of the models making a landfall in Jamaica, probably around Monday or so, and then eventually continuing off northeast into Cuba as we go into Tuesday to Wednesday, then through the Bahamas and southeastern or western Turks and Caicos as we go into Thursday. All this is going to be happening as a major hurricane. Looking at our GFS ensemble guidance. GFS ensemble guidance is this has always been a little bit further to the east. The GFS is indicating a landfall in Jamaica, then through southeast Cuba, then through the Turks and Caicos and southeastern Bahamas. Looking at our European ensembles have locked on into that curve around Jamaica, into Cuba, into the central southeastern Bahamas, and down the line even Bermuda needs to watch out for this. Looking at our intensity model guidance is ranging between a Category 2 and a Category 4 in our latest update. Looking at our rainfall forecast from the National Hurricane Center, now this is very important. Pay attention to this part of the video. Live in the light green, you're going to be seeing 1 to 2 inches or 25 to 50 millimeters. Dark green, 2 to 4 inches, 50 to 100 millimeters. If you live in the yellow area, you're going to get 4 to 6 inches or 100 to 150 millimeters of rainfall. The dark yellow is 6 to 8 inches or 150 to 200 millimeters. That includes southwestern areas of the Dominican Republic and central Jamaica. Once we start getting into these orange shaded regions, this is where major flooding is going to be a concern. Central Jamaica, you're looking at 8 to 12 inches or 200 to 300 millimeters of rainfall forecasted from Hurricane Melissa, as well as southwestern areas of the DR and south central Haiti. When we start getting into these red shade areas, we're now looking at 12 to 16 inches or 300 to 400 millimeters of rainfall. This includes southeastern Jamaica and southwestern Haiti. If you live anywhere in this area, a catastrophic life-threatening flooding is going to be expected with these kinds of rainfall totals. As we go into the dark shaded maroon area, which includes southwestern Haiti, we're looking at 16 to 20 inches or 400 to 500 millimeters of rainfall forecasted by the official National Hurricane Center now. devastating impacts for southwestern Haiti as a result of all this rainfall falling over a 3-day time span, as well as southeastern Jamaica. And unfortunately, I expect all these rainfall accumulations, especially into southeastern Jamaica, to dramatically increase as we get more confidence in the official track for Hurricane Melissa. And looking at our tropical storm force wind speed probabilities, we're now up to an 80% chance of seeing tropical storm force wind speeds at least in the island of Jamaica. Even the Cayman Islands, you're going to see about a 60 to 70% chance of seeing tropical storm force winds. Same with southwestern Haiti and southern Cuba. And taking a look at our probabilities of seeing hurricane force wind speeds, we're already showing some uh, probabilities of seeing some hurricane force winds, about a 10 to 20% probability right now across the island of Jamaica, even the Cayman Islands, and southern Cuba. So unfortunately, if you live in the island of Jamaica, please make sure you are evacuating if possible, as we're going to be seeing life-threatening flash flooding and wind impacts across the island. And eventually, as we go into Wednesday and Thursday into Cuba, and throughout this whole time frame, southwestern Haiti. Thanks for watching. Please stay safe and have a wonderful day, my friends.